Well, this looks a little crazy, not gonna lie. Not gonna jie. Okay, welcome. This is episode 2 of my podcast, Nobody Listens to Z. I'm the Z in question. And today is the day after a very patriotic summer holiday for majority of the United States. It's the middle, well, it's not the middle of summer, it's the beginning of summer. Actually, summer just started a few days ago, actually. But it is summer nonetheless, and in T-minus 3 months and some change, we will be in the trenches of October. I will be in the trenches of a New York fall, and Halloween will be approaching. So today's episode, we will be talking about the very popular Summerween. Now, did I really truly watch Gravity Falls growing up? No. Have I watched it in adulthood? No. But have I seen a few clips? Yes, I have. And lately, a lot of people have been talking about Summerween, jack-o'-melons, like decorations. But what I'm truly here to talk about is Summerween hot or rot topics. Okay? For me, personally, these hot or rot topics revolve around movies, films, that I grew up watching, that are Halloween. A lot of them are Disney, and just opinions on those films that nobody actually asked me for. But that's what this podcast is for, because I'm going to talk about them anyways. Yes, I am. First, we're going to start with, I think we're going to start with a rot, because this is what really spurred on this episode idea. Now, Twitches. That's a classic. That film really was a peak. Like, we used to be a proper country. Twitches really had that, that oomph, right? So my rot, okay, is the villain of Twitches. Okay, that movie taught me, take from this what you will. Part of me is joking, part of me is so serious. Okay, that movie taught me that at the end of the day, the real villain is gonna be a middle-aged white man every fucking time. Cause bitch, when I tell you, I was watching that film and they said the darkness is coming, and I said, what the fuck is the darkness? What is that? What are you talking about? What darkness is coming? And that shit was flying through the sky, and I was like, ooh, that's a little spooky. I don't know if I like that. But I was okay. I was like, ooh, that's putting a little, you know what I'm saying? It's making my skin crawl. It's putting a little chill down my spine, but I was okay. They said, oh, but what's the darkness? Who's the darkness? And they took that glamour off, and it was their white middle-aged uncle. That's how you get me. Actually, that was scary. That's some scary shit. Because what the fuck actually was that? Why did they do that? Now, I haven't read Twitches. I think I have the Twitches book, if I'm not mistaken. I think I actually have that book, but I've never read it. Okay, and I don't want to. I don't want to know why, when, how, where. Let's toss that in the trash, that man. Now, the plot, right? Like, I get the importance of it in the plot. Okay, we're not rotting Twitches. Okay, that film's forever going to be immortalized as one of the best top tier Halloween movies. I remember during that panoramic, okay, I remember they had a literally 24-hour 31-day October live marathon of the Twitches movies. I was sad. And I was in college, and I had assignments due, and yet I was still sad. And I sat through, and I watched it every single day I got home. I said, yeah, let's turn that live stream on and see where they're at in the film. And I picked that shit up right where it left off. Yes, I did. That was tea. That white man. First of all, why are you beefing with newborn children? What's your problem? oh, he wanted to inherit this. He wanted to be the next in line. It's giving Daemon Targaryen. And one day I'm going to do an episode on Daemon Targaryen and literally on House of the Dragon. You are a bitch made man if you're beefing with a fucking kid, let alone your fucking nieces. It's never, oh, I'm beefing with my nephew because he coming for the crown. It's always, I'm beefing with my nieces because they're the next in line for the throne. You are a hater for that. Thantos, the darkness in Twitches, rot, straight down. Thank you. The next topic. Okay, this is a Halloween hot. A lot of y'all are not okay with letting things be a little bit unsettling for the sake of kindness. Okay, Coraline. Why are y'all scared of Coraline? Why are y'all scared of Coraline? Now, do I have mother issues? Yeah, down. Okay, did I used to be the kid plotting my escape, my runaway? Yeah, down. Did I used to have to play alone? Did I have to play alone? Did I used to have to find some shit to do? Okay, something safe to do because nobody was paying attention to me because I'm the middle child? Yeah, I did. Does that make me the perfect candidate for, oh, the other mother was gonna come and try to grab you up? Possibly. But that's okay. And that's okay. Like, I don't know. Like, Coraline Jones, she was gonna be good at the end of the day. I knew that about her. I think that's why that film don't scare me, and that film scares a lot of y'all because y'all don't have no trust in her. Okay, y'all worried about the outside elements. She was gonna be good. Her and Wyborn, they were gonna be okay. Do not call Paw Patrol. They was gonna be good at the end of the day. I knew that in my heart of hearts from my youth. Coraline is actually my comfort film. Coraline used to be on Netflix. I used to put Coraline on for some white noise. I would watch Coraline once every month. Yes, I did. Netflix took that off because of me. They said it's not healthy. I would watch Coraline back to back to back to back to back. The worst part of Coraline, the scariest part of Coraline, which this part we can rot. Wybie's grandma's sister? Matter of fact, rot the entire scene of the fucking kids in that closet and the cuts to when she was finding the fucking their eyes when they were like, thank you ma'am for freeing. Rot that entire scene. That was a little scary. Yes it was. That one was a little scary. The Wybie's his great aunt, that was a little scary because she looked like me and I didn't really like that. At all. Also, because in the beginning of the film, that scene where they're making Coraline's doll and she takes Wybie's great aunt's doll and she flips that bitch inside out and she goes, okay, now it's gonna be Coraline. I don't like that graphic. I really don't like that. We can rot that part. But the rest, she's walking around discovering in the fucking house with that little Swedish whatever origin that music is, chilling, just chilling. It ain't that serious. I don't know, like, why are y'all scared? Like, yes, the other mother turns into like a little robotic spider. That's her business. I knew she was never gonna catch my girl. Coraline, that sister, she was never gonna get got. Never on her soul. Them hoes gonna catch her. Not never. And her parents didn't apologize. I think that too, like, I rewatched Coraline to figure out, like, what were her parents on, because I know they loved her, okay, and I understand that, but you have one child, you don't let her go outside, you brought her to the one place in the world where they don't let people with kids rent, so ain't no kids around, and y'all are like, why she tweaking, why she act like this? She don't got nobody to play with, okay? Like, what is she supposed to do? Y'all are doing your gardening magazines. What's she finna do? Put her in gymnastics or something? Like, I don't know. She just moved to a whole new state. No friends. And y'all like, figure it out. Sick work. Sick. Why is the lighting? I'm gonna have to fix the lighting. Hold on. Okay, and we are back. And the lighting is a tad bit better, but it still looks kind of crazy. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Okay? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Thank you. I need you to pretend you didn't see that. Thank you. The next rot for Summerween, the Sanderson sisters, for the way y'all feel about Coraline, okay, I feel about Hocus Pocus. What the fuck were them hoes on? Y'all scared of the little girl dealing with the mythical creature in the walls. The Sanderson sisters pulled up to the town. Main character is a teenage boy, okay, with his little preteen sister, okay. We're all walking around. I'm a fucking kid. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'm a kid walking around watching Hocus Pocus like, oh, okay, like this is about kids, period. She said, death to every virgin, okay? She said, I'm going to haul the teenagers over here. We're going to sacrifice them. I said, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Then at the end, okay, when Thackeray Binks turns back into a human, and his sister comes and grabs his hand and goes, come on, it's time to go. I hated that. I hated that with my whole soul. What was that? Like, I understand. Like, I feel like the other mother was a very isolated incident. Like, once Wybie, I don't know why Wybie's grandma got so desperate. She was like, okay, you got a kid, fuck it. Or they lied on the application or something. But she fixed the problem. She was like, once my sister went missing, I'm not renting to no more kids. Ain't no more kids coming up in here. So guess what? She not getting another kid. Ain't gonna be another victim. She solved the problem for momentarily till she didn't give a fuck no more. The Sanderson sisters? It had to be teenagers against that hoe. That's sick. I don't know. And Coraline's a cartoon. Coraline a cartoon. Why do they have Bette Midler like, hey, doom, 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 hey, Sarah Jessica Parker? I'm like, yeah, don't bring them near me. We used to watch that shit in school during Halloween. They used to be like, oh, we got a movie for y'all, Hocus Pocus. Turn that off. I don't want to watch that. That felt like some kind of Halloween-themed episode of Learner SVU to me. I wasn't feeling it. Was not feeling it at all. They can keep that. Okay, and then the sequel came out, and all my friends were like, are you gonna watch Hocus Pocus 2? I didn't want to watch Hocus Pocus 1. I don't want anything to do with Hocus Pocus, okay? And you'll notice by the movies I've chosen, it's never, like, witches, okay, I understand biblically, but they make a fantastic film, okay? They know how to make a fantastic main character in a film. I don't know what to tell you. It's not that. Those old ladies, maybe, and they were like horny. It was creepy. I don't care what nobody say. That movie is deranged. And for that, it'll rot. Okay, thank you. The second and the last Summerween hot, my comfort film, one of my favorite movies of all time. Fantastic. Well, the franchise is kind of, but it's a fantastic first film. Scream. Okay? Scream, and what I wrote down here is, and I quote, staring camp right in the eye. Okay? Scream is literally the perfect social commentary, teen film. It literally checks every box. I love that film down. And you know really why I love Scream? It's not Ghostface, even though the Ghostface reveal in the first movie is kind of top tier and unmatched. It's not really Ghostface. It's not the cast. It's not. When I tell you Sidney Prescott as a character, that's my sister. That's my girl. She's like, Coraline, she gonna be okay. Because they used to be like, every single movie, they used to be like, hey, Sidney. Hey, girl. Do you want to die? And she used to be like, die? Bitch, I don't got time for this. Boop, boop, boop. That was it. And they used to pull up on her like, oh, you doing a lot of talking. But when I pull up, I hope you have that same energy. And she sure did. She sure did. The amount of time she had to throw niggas on the steps. Okay? Sidney Prescott came with that smoke at all times. All the time. She was never caught lacking. Not one time. Except Scream 4. She was caught lacking. But that was a different... I'm not going to spoil none of the Scream movies because y'all really need to get into that. Y'all need to get into that, okay? The last one that came out, you could probably miss it. The one before that, you could probably miss that too. But that fourth one, you need to get into that. You need to get into that because that reveal would have had anybody ready to, like, you know what I'm saying? She let her guard down because she thought she was in a safe space, okay? And the safe was not space. Like, the space was not safe, okay? It sure wasn't. It sure wasn't. And it be the bitches. It be the bitches you would never think. It be the bitches you would never think would do like that. That will do the most fucking dirt. The people that have been revealed to be Ghostface, what could Sydney have done at 15 years old to deserve that shit? What could she ever have done to deserve that shit? Sydney had to step outside, like, and who the fuck are you? To everybody. They're like, Sydney, we've been in biology. You've been my lab partner for the past 5 years. Like, what's the smoke for? And she's like, I can't trust fucking nobody. Bitch, if she get a ticket, she be like, bitch, and you need to back the fuck up. Because you never know. Because them niggas did her dirty. They was like, you remember that one attendant that you saw that one time at the gas station? Yeah, them niggas want you dead. Crazy work. And really, they have yet to explain what the fuck she did for real. But I'm gonna trust she gonna be okay. She gonna be okay. She gonna fuck Ghostface up. Ghostface going to kill people in the most silly, goofy, unserious ass way. But it was staring camp right in the face. It's camp. It's campy. I don't know. But I kind of live for a Scream film, okay? And for that reason, that's a Summerween hot. I might go watch it right now. Scream, I also will rewatch every quarter. That's a comfort film. When I'm folding laundry and I have nothing I really feel like watching, I'll turn on Scream, the first one. And I have all of them on DVD, okay? Because the real people understand physical media. If you're real, I need that CD and I need that DVD. I have Barbie, Princess and the Pauper on DVD. I have Wally on DVD, Meet the Robinsons. Like, I'm building a collection so that if I die young, if y'all gotta bury me, put it in a casket. Put it in the casket with me. I'm gonna have a collection so mean nasty. And one day we'll go through my searching for physical media list as well. Because I'm gonna build a collection so elite. They're gonna bring back grave robbing. Okay? Trust and believe. Y'all are gonna need that when the apocalypse hits. With the way shit is going, when apocalypse hits and y'all don't got no more fucking Wi-Fi and y'all need some shit, okay, y'all done barely got two pieces of electricity and you got that fucking handheld DVD player, y'all gonna want my Barbie, Princess and a Pauper and y'all not gonna have it. Y'all not gonna have nothing. Okay? Thank you. And last, and maybe least, okay, Summerween Rot number 3. Whatever the name of that last Halloween Town film is, okay? During the pandemonium, okay? They also had a live stream one of the years for all of the Halloween Town movies. And I think they stopped it at Halloween Town High. You know why? Because didn't nobody ever ask for that last Halloween Town movie. I don't know why they called it that. I don't know what timing they were on. I don't know who thought, like, oh, we're going to recast Marnie and we're going to send her to college and we're going to do this. And maybe there has never, you couldn't cook. You didn't have a utensil and ingredients. You didn't have a fucking cooking station, bitch. Okay, all you had was a piece of napkin tied around your waist and a dream hoping it was an apron, and it didn't give apron. It never did. I don't remember anything about that film except there was like a trio of cunty Asian women in that film, and I remember pencils floating in the classroom. That's about all I got. Okay, and between that film and Legally Blonde, I thought my college experience, my university was gonna look like that, and it didn't, because my university wasn't giving, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't giving Yale, it wasn't giving Harvard, it wasn't giving old, but you know, well developed, well established. But that film had them on them Legally Blonde fucking university lecture halls, and I remember there was 3 cunty Asian women and some girl that they was calling Marnie that didn't look like Marnie to me. Did not look like Marnie to me. Okay, may she rest in peace. Okay, when Grandma Aggie died, okay, when Debbie Reynolds died, I said, that's so crazy, because I was in my teen years writing up a fucking screenplay to undo that dumpster fire that was that last film. And I was like, it's okay because Marnie gonna have some kids, okay? And her daughter gonna be in a Girl Scout troop. When her daughter's Girl Scout troop, they gonna have to connect to, I was writing everybody into the script. I said, while we still can, let me get some shit done. I was at my very first my second job, my very first real job, okay? But I was at work after school, working night shifts in high school, and they said, we lost Debbie Reynolds. That was the worst feeling of my life at the time. Like, I didn't have nothing worse. I didn't have nothing. That, and to think y'all tried to disgrace her legacy with that film, I have nothing to say about the film besides they should never made it, because I can't remember any. I repressed literally every part of that movie, but those two things I just repeated. I don't remember who's in that film. I don't remember what the plot of that film is. I don't remember the name of the movie. I repressed it, and Disney pretends it doesn't happen too, because they knew better, because they know they've heard people go off about it. Okay? They need to never let that happen no more again. I seen they making a new Zombies movie. I haven't seen a Zombies movie since the first Zombies movie, okay? Because once they went, it's zombies versus werewolves, I say, here we go again. Here we go again. And you know what? That new one look kind of good. Like, I might have to tune in for the Summerween aspect of it all. But this is the end. That's all I really wrote down. Is there more rots than hots? Yes. Is that anybody's business? Not really. Like, we can really get into it in October when it's really time to vamp it up. But for now, get into my hots, burn at the stake my rots, and stay up, because it's looking spooky scary. For the sake of Summerween, this summer's looking spooky scary so far. So everybody stay up, stay healthy, not too healthy in case they start drafting, okay?